Hey, what's up guys? Imran here, Monster Gadgets. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you might be. Thank you so much for joining me. And this video I am super excited about, but at the same time a bit sour about. So it's like a bittersweet type of thing because I've been a Canon user for the last 15 plus years and now I am making my way over to Sony. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox and set up the Sony A7R V, which is of course a mirrorless camera as compared to the DSLRs that I've used in the past. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so here's the box that I just got this shipment in. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I not only do I have the Sony A7R V, but I've also got the 50mm 1.2 f G Master lens to go with it. So this should be a awesome setup. So I'm super stoked about it. So here is the lens. Here's the camera. Here's the empty box. Oh man. So first let's take a look at the box of the camera here real quick. So we've got, well, here's the Sony A7R V. Orange labeling on the side there. Beautiful camera in the front. Side's got some serial numbers and some barcodes. The front's actually got the camera itself. Let's take a look at the lens real quick. So this is again the EF 50mm 1.2. Oh, this should be a monster of a lens. So I've actually never used a prime lens. Well, actually I shouldn't say never. I did use it one time for a wedding shoot on my Canon 5D. No. On my Canon 80D that I was shooting with at that time back in, I don't even know, 2015, I think, 2016. Since then, I have never used an actual prime lens, so this should be very, very interesting. So first, let's go ahead and start with the camera itself. Now, let me give you a bit of a story behind my venture with Canon, if you will. So back in 2007 is when I first got my Canon 40D. And in 2014, I upgraded to the 2015, I'm sorry. I upgraded to the 80D. And I'm actually still using both, not the 40D, but the 80D. I'll show you, they're actually both being used right now. So I'll show you this photo. This is the 80D up top. And this is my 5D Mark IV. The front camera is a 5D Mark IV. And the top camera that you guys are seeing is the 80D. So I'm still using both of those cameras, and I use the 5D Mark IV for a lot of my photography stuff outside of the studio and things like that. But again, making the switch over to Sony mirrorless. I've never had a mirrorless camera before. I've never actually operated one. So the reason I wanted to switch it up was just because I want to be able to try different things and find some type of inspiration where maybe a different camera, different setup, obviously different image quality, those type of things will inspire me to do something different. As you know, I'll tie this back into my life events. So I've gone through a lot of changes in the last year and a half. And so I figure I'm gonna end my chapter with Canon with that as well and start with something new, which is going to be, of course, this beast of a camera. So I'm super thrilled about it. So let me shut up and go ahead and unbox this for us. There you are. Top of the box here, we've got a bracket to use for plugging in cables. If you're going to be hooking it up to your computer or some type of external monitor, you can go ahead and put that on. And you've got your power cable here. And we've got our strap for the 7R V. We've got our battery. This This is going to the battery charger, I believe. Yep, battery charger. USB Type A to Type C cable. And the moment we have all been waiting for. Put those aside. Oh, here is the Sony camera. Oh man, this thing looks amazing. First time I'm actually holding this as well. I've never actually used any Sony or have held any Sony before, so this is like a real first time impression reaction type of a video here. So pause that, that's my daughter waking up. All right, so here is the camera. It is an absolute beauty. It's bottom, side, and of course the back. The one thing that I am absolutely looking forward to is, of course, this screen. Not only does it tilt out this way, but it can also come out this way. And then you can, of course, adjust the tilt here, up and down. And you can flip the screen basically in any direction you want. So if you were taking like a portrait like this, very low, you're able to put it down that way so it's facing up. So that is pretty cool. I love that. On off button on the top here. All the functional buttons on the top as well. Some knobs. Alright, I'm like super excited to power this on and get it going, but obviously you need a lens to do that, so let's go ahead and unbox the lens next. So I'll just go ahead and put this here, and let's do the lens. We don't care about instructions, do we? No, we don't. That's all there is in the box. Instructions in this bag. Nice little pouch. It's got a strap inside for the pouch. Let's go ahead and close this up and put it down here. Ooh. Oh, this has got a good weight to it. This is nice. Here is the beautiful Sony G Master 1.2 f 50. There's the top. I feel like my camera that's capturing it doesn't do it justice. That's better. That's a good view right there. Look at that. Oh man. You've got the buttons up top for the lock for focus, out of focus, manual focus buttons on the side here as well. And then let's take a look at the lens. Oh man, that looks amazing. That looks absolutely beautiful. All right, let's put the hood on, just like that. And here's the actual full length of the lens. Let's go ahead and put this on the camera. Nice firm click there. I like this. I like the way this is weighted with the camera itself and the lens. Feels good in the hand. I like the grip. It's gonna get a little bit getting used to just because I'm coming from a Canon body, but I'm kind of excited about this. Let me go ahead and put the battery in. Hopefully it does have some charge in it. It should. Lock. So that's interesting. Once you unlock this, I thought if you close it, it just locks itself, but you actually have to put it down and then close it to lock it. So that's that. Let me go ahead and turn this on, and I'm gonna pull the screen out so you guys can actually see what I get on the screen here. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And it looks like it does not come charged. That's kind of a bummer. All right, we're gonna have to charge this and then turn it on. I thought it would have at least some charge in it, but it does not. So while I charge this, let's go ahead and take a look at the memory cards and the slots on the sides here. Be right back. All right, so now the camera the battery is being charged. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and take a look at the camera in a little bit more detail. So I'm gonna go ahead and push that across, pull it out, and then you've got your memory card slots. This takes a compact flash type A, which of course I have right here. I'll go ahead and unbox that as well and put it in, or you can go ahead and use an SD card. It's got dual slots, so what you can do is you can either have a backup copy, which means duplicate record, so that way you always have a backup copy, or you can assign it to record pictures on one, video on the other, RAW, JPEG, whatever it might be, so you have that option in the menu there. One thing that I quickly noticed, this does close, so if you have it open and you push it back, but when you push it close, it locks in place. This, I don't know why it does that, why it doesn't actually just close. Not sure if that's a Sony thing or not, so if you know, let me know in the comment section, but it looks like at this point it's a manual lock, so that's interesting. All right, other side here, we've got the inputs, so let's go and open this up. We've got our HDMI, USB connection on the side here. And then the second here, we've got our headphone jack. And then we should have our USB, our HDMI connection in here as well. So that's nice. I like these click in pretty well and it seems secure. But yeah, that's it for the camera. And the lens, obviously this is not gonna work because it's an electric viewfinder, so even though I've got the lens on, I won't be able to see it since there's no battery. So once the battery gets charged a little bit, I guess we'll go ahead and power it back on, or power it on, and go through the setup process. All right guys, I'm getting highly impatient. I let this thing charge for about half an hour. So now let's go ahead and pop this in and see if we can get this powered on. Hopefully that half hour was enough. Let's see. Got something. So looks like it's asking for what language. Of course, you're gonna go ahead and pick English for myself. Certain features in this camera may involve the use of biometric data. You're responsible for your collection and use of such data. Okay, I understand. Set area, date, and time. I'm not in New York, I am in Chicago. Daylight savings, good. Okay. So we want month, date, year, yes. And it is January, nope, it is February 16th. Almost 17th actually, 8 more minutes will be 17. 23, it is 11:52 3 p.m. When shooting from a tripod instead of shooting while holding the device, setting auto power off temp to high to extend the record time. Would you like to set? So basically this is for if it ever overheats, you can go ahead and turn off. So okay, we'll just go ahead and do that setup now. The temperature of the device may rise to prioritize recording time. Would you like to change this setting? Okay. Okay, app that allows you to transfer images to a smartphone or shoot remotely. Go here for detail. Register a smartphone. Let's go ahead and do that. Device name will be displayed. Well, I don't want it to be called that, so I'm gonna have it call it. Let's do Monster. Monster A7R V, perfect. The device name displayed on networks such as smartphone is as follows: monster.a7r5, perfect. Bluetooth pairing to register smartphone, set Bluetooth setting to on. Let me go ahead and grab my phone and go into my Bluetooth setting. And we'll go ahead, and that is on, so okay. Bluetooth function, standby. Start pairing with a device name this, go here for details. So is that showing up here? Not yet. Other devices, not yet. We'll go ahead and do that another time. I don't want to bore you guys with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel. And looks like I am in the camera. Let me take that off. And yes, we are functioning. So there's my monitor, you guys can see that. And we are in ready to go. So now, of course, I don't have a memory card in here. So let me go ahead and power this off because the battery is only charged for a little bit. And let me go ahead and put the memory card in. So I am going to be using the 80GB TUF CF Express Type A. Don't make the mistake that I did. I somehow by accident also bought Type B, which will not fit in here. So I luckily already had this on order, but I also ordered extras to use, but somehow I ordered B. It was an oversight. So this one just uses Type A. A couple of different capacities out there for the Sony TUF one. We have, I think, the 80GB as well as 160GB, which is double the price. These are not cheap. They're about $200 a piece. So you don't need to have two. If you want to get away with one, you certainly can. But if you want that backup option, or if you want to be able to record your videos and photos on a separate card, then you certainly want to have two cards available. So there's one. This up, these in here, just like that. Now let's go ahead and power this on. All right, so based on this brand new card, it looks like it's capable of shooting 3180 pictures, which of course I don't know what setting this is, so let's go into our setting. And I love the display here. I mean, the actual menu layout as well. And it's pretty easy to toggle through different menu items and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play around with this. I won't bore you with it. Maybe I'll do a separate video. If you guys want that, let me know. But before I let you go, I will just go ahead and take one quick photo of it, just so we can hear. By the way, that clicking has to go off. I cannot tolerate little beeps, so I will go ahead and turn that off later on. But let me just go ahead and take my first photo with you guys on this brand new camera. Just like that, and it is done. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And of course, I'm gonna be uploading a lot more content around this camera. I wanna get back into doing photography, videography type of stuff on my channel, which that's how I started. And then I got into more tech stuff and then more EV stuff. So I do wanna go back into doing photography things, particularly street photography. So I'm going to try that with this new camera, as well as possibly some tutorials. So stay tuned. If you have not already, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.